Bellingham. A player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Now it's Rooney. Nicely weighted ball. And he's in on goal! There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And this is Aguero. Dunk. Gives it back.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Chance here to counter. Spence. It's come to nothing. And that signals the end of the first period. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means.
Hello,
the intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in the second half.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. Second half is up and running.
England have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
This is Owen. That's good defending, very good defending. Kaka. Scholes. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And it's Scholes. Rice. Beckham. Adams. This is Owen. Kane. And here's Rooney. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Beckham is looking to influence the game from out wide. O'Shea gets into a good position. It's a throw-in. And he whips it in. Oh, well played. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Kaka. And it's Messi. Can he get on the end of this? Aguero receives it in a wide position. Oh, that's neat. Aguero with the cross. And it's claimed by the keeper. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Spence. It's Bellingham. O'Shea is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And it's Spence. Looking for options for movement. Nesta. Koundé. Messi. Scholes. Kaka tries to thread one through. Serginho in acres of space out wide. Deftly away. Beckham. And it's Bellingham. Kane. Owen. Rice simply refused to be outdone there. Now that looks a decent ball. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Well seen, saw that coming. And he's heaved it away. Adams. And it's Kane. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Now it's Drogba. Oh, well measured. And this is Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. He slings it in.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Besiktas can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
And this is Neymar. He has found the way through. And a chance!
Neymar, number 21, Leandro Trossard.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Kane, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Owen, now it's Bellingham. Now it's Owen. That's Beckham. And here's Bellingham.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Tries to pass it through. Well timed, excellent interception. Bellingham. Rice. And it's O'Shea. And it's Bellingham. He's found a way past. Now it's Kane. Rice. Over to the right flank. It's Bellingham.
That's positional gold. The utilisation of space.
Nesta deals with that comfortably. Goes for a shot! And that's it! It is done! Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We are just getting started.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat. He has that blistering pace that he can use to beat the best defenders, and it's very difficult to stop him once he starts linking up with others, once he's made that inside run.
Van Basten. He's on it. Can he get away? And this is Cruyff. That is a brilliant interception. Serginho. Marquez. Bergkamp. Spread it left. Serginho. Pull it. Now it's Mackay. Seedorf. And here's Mackay! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Mbappe. No, he refuses to take the bait. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Oh, well measured. Now there's a fine ball. Real chance! And again! Goal! Arsenal! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
The Netherlands are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And this is Van Basten. Nice interception, well timed. And it's been taken short. He slings it in. Impressive jump. And that's a tidy finish. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about, and it's Çalhanoğlu. Çalhanoğlu powering forward here. Looking for the run. Bergkamp picks it up out wide. And that has been knocked clear. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Mackay. And here's Cruyff. And they've got rid. And reclaimed it in a trice. Luis Suarez. And it's Çalhanoğlu. And he's picked it up out wide. Mbappe is fouled. And it's been hooked away. Played out towards the right wing. Mbappe, and the shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. Çalhanoğlu plays it short. The Netherlands have the chance to go the other way. Van Bronckhorst. Van Bronckhorst. McAllister cuts out the pass. And here's Van Basten. That has been slung wide. Shapes to shoot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Yamal clears without hesitation. And it's Gullit. Now it's Cruyff. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Here comes the cross. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. That's destined for the flank. Back towards the middle. Now it's Yamal. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Seedorf. Cruyff quietly revving up. Mbappe. Bergkamp. Over to the right flank. Yamal finding himself in space. And this is Çalhanoğlu. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. And it's hoisted clear.
2 added minutes.
And it's
have been
Çalhanoğlu.
indicated.
He's in a great position here. Van Basten. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the whistle goes for half-time.
Hello, everyone.
So it's all
In case
square.
of an
Neither side has been able to make a
please
telling
sure
difference,
you
but it
follow
hasn't been for the lack of trying.
personnel at all times.
Any strong opinions on
Thank
the
you for
first
your
half?
cooperation.
The Netherlands will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. The second half is up and running. Van der Sar gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And now they can spring out of defence. Çalhanoğlu. Van Basten, nicely intercepted. McAllister. And it's Zaire Emery. Gullit looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Van Bronckhorst. And it's Cruyff. And here's Mackay. And here's Van Basten. That's good running with the ball.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Yamal does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Zaire Emery. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Van Dijk.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Bergkamp. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Now Mbappe. Bergkamp. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Seedorf. And it's Davids. And it's Gullit. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Luis Suarez. Swung over. Mbappe. Bergkamp. Nicely weighted ball. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Substitution for Netherlands. Number 3, Clarence Seedorf. Number 14, Johan Cruyff. Number 13, Marco van Basten.
Distributed tidily.
Coming on the field. Number 5,
Bergkamp. Chiellini spots it and intercepts. McAllister is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Not the most accurate pass. The Netherlands perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Has crossed into the middle. Important interception. Yamal. Bergkamp. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, good spread. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Played over towards the opposite flank. Mbappe. Stam. And Van Bronckhorst. It's a searching pass.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Bergkamp. And it's Zaire Emery. Now it's Yamal. Pinches it off him.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And it's Van Nistelrooy. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Timber. Van Nistelrooy going about things with real menace.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 19, Lamine Yamal. Number 23,
Calhanoglu.
Serginho. Coming on the field. Number 22,
Davids is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And that pass just didn't quite work.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Couler.
1 minute at a time.
Now it's Luis Suarez. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. And there goes the final whistle. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So things are underway.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he based...
Rummenigge! Truly a man who will pass the test of time!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
Oh, that was sharp. Deliciously sharp.
Oh, that's a brilliant finish, Peter. Such a satisfying one from his perspective, knowing he hit it so beautifully.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And it's Hazard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Messi, and this is Messi. Chance for a shot! And that's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Figo. And the shot! Marvellous goal! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Inter Milan have their lead. Hazard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Jordan Henderson. Seedorf. Bellingham. He shifted it to the flank. Roberto Carlos. Seedorf. Rummenigge. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Figo going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, what has happened here? In it comes. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Knocks it into space. Oh, it's Eto'o! Well, now it's he's been caught napping. The ball goes in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Hazard can see things others simply cannot. Turns back here, probably the best option. Cannavaro. And it's Vieira. Bonucci. And it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, played right into his path. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Van der Ven. Gerrard. No way through. And here's Eto'o. Little pass back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Knocks it out wide. Zanetti. And it's played in. And they've got rid. Vigo with the short one. Played in by Seydorf. Oh, good climb! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Van de Ven. Threads one in. Now it's Hazard. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. They want to be quick to recover this. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Roberto Carlos. And here's Ibrahimovic. Bops him off it and wins back the ball.
Ibrahimovic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Nicely spread. Messi might just make this. Thuram. It's Bellingham. Inter Milan heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Vigo. Vieira. Seydorf. He is through here! And he plays one through. Eto'o gets into a good position. And it's hoisted clear. Vieira does really well to win the ball there. Thuram. Vieira. Thuram. Now Van de Ven. Seydorf. And here's Vigo. Van de Ven gets over and intercepts. Gerrard. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Messi. Tries a shot! It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Inter Milan are leading, but it is still delicately poised. It's 2-1. The second period is on the way. Now it's Hazard. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Eto'o. Carvajal. Gerrard. Spread out to the left. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Cannavaro, always a very imposing presence at the back. Vieira. And it's Vieira. Bonucci. It's Seydorf. Now it's Messi. Now this could be a chance. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Skims one in. There's the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Oh,
What a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Vieira. Figo, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Figo. Seedorf. Here's Vieira. Rummenigge does have his name on the score sheet, of course. He's gone for goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he's gone backward here, looking for options for movement. Gerrard. And it's Bellingham. And Carvajal. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Messi. Cannavaro makes the interception.
Barcelona really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. It's a loose ball. Messi. Bellingham. Thuram. Carvajal. And it's Bellingham. Figo going face-to-face with his great rival. Seedorf. Gyökeres. And here's Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Inter Milan can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
That is ended up in no man's land. Hazard, he's got away. Figo. Seedorf. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. That's Vieira. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Ibrahimovic.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That's been slipped through. Eto'o! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Eto'o really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
And that should get the job done. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham. Gyökeres going about things with real menace. Tries to play it through. Oh, super find. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Gerrard, who's short.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And here's Messi. There's a sharp little ball here.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Inter Milan clearly now in lead preservation mode. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Now it's Eto'o. Now it's Ibrahimovic. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. This is Messi. And that's a good ball. Decent chance! Against the crossbar. An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation. If they're good enough to keep the ball at this stage, it should see them through.
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Inter Milan pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Rummenigge, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.